It was only a few months ago when we started hearing rumors about the Fantastic Four movie, about the plot, and about some characters that might be involved, that there was a ton of backlash for Marvel. Of course, this was leading up to and even a little bit after the release of the Marvels, the biggest flop they've had in history, where they decided they were going to go all in MCU. And of course, as we saw between the box office, the reviews, the embarrassment, everything, that was a major, major mistake. The fans have walked away from Marvel in its current form. Yet there were rumors coming out about the Fantastic Four movie, specifically that they were going to have Sue Storm be the leader. It was going to be all about her. And the villain was going to be a gender-swapped Silver Surfer, a female Silver Surfer. And even back then, people were saying, just cancel this shit. Cancel the damn movie. Marvel reportedly turning Silver Surfer into a woman forces fan war cry against MCU. This is November 21st. And then we started to hear other things, even some people saying it looks like they've given in to the anti-woke mob after they casted a somewhat normal cast, even though I think Pedro Pascal is a horrible fucking casting for Fantastic Four. Well, here we are, just a few hours after Bob Iger says, we don't have an agenda. We just want to tell entertaining stories. That we hear, oh no, they are absolutely moving forward with female Silver Surfer played by Julia Garner. And even when the news broke, I said this and I'll say it again. I haven't seen Julia Garner in a ton of things, but the one thing that I really know her from is Ozark. I love that show. I love her character, Ruth Langmore, in the show. I don't want her to be Silver Surfer. You could cast Sydney Sweeney and say, hey, look, guys, you love Sydney Sweeney, right? A lot of you guys like her, right? We're going to make her a female Silver Surfer. And I would still say, what the fuck are you doing? Has there been a handful of issues over the thousands and thousands of iterations of Fantastic Four characters and things like that of a female Silver Surfer in an alternate universe? Yeah, there's a handful of times that has happened in history. But there is a Silver Surfer that everybody knows, that everybody cares about if you are a fan of those comic books. And they have decided to say, fuck Norrin Rad, fuck male Silver Surfer. We need a woman because this is the MCU. And predictably, immediately Marvel got destroyed for this. Because of course, like, how could you not know this would happen? With everything that's happening right now, you need to knock this Fantastic Four movie out of the park. And you already told a lot of people right off the bat that nothing has fucking changed. And of course, you got the media out there doing their best to spin this. Marvel hasn't had one female Silver Surfer. It's had a couple. Oh, what about Collider? Calm down. Julia Garner as Silver Surfer is what the MCU needs. Really? We need more gender swap characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We need more of a focus on women in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. How has that worked out the past few years, Collider, you fucks? But one of the most interesting things is that I'm sure even from some of the people they thought would be applauding this and saying, yes, yes, congratulations, more representation. Well, a lot of them don't like the fact that apparently Julia Garner is Jewish, her mother's Jewish, and that she's a Zionist, according to them. Anti-Israel critics slam casting of Julia Garner in new Marvel film. Now, the reason I say quote-unquote Zionist is because I personally have no fucking idea. I didn't even know Julia Garner was Jewish, but this is the reaction from some people. Not y'all having a meltdown over Marvel casting a female Silver Surfer when the real issue being that Julia Garner is a Zionist. She was apparently one of the people on a list of a multitude of people that signed something and sent it to President Biden. Again, this is the reaction. They got 3,000 likes. Just an FYI, Julia Garner signed that letter to Joe Biden thanking him a couple months back. Hate to say it, but boycott. Julia Garner is a Zionist. We won't be seeing that shit anyway. So no one's going to point out that she's Israeli. All right, I'd be the first. I don't think she's Israeli. I think that maybe one of her parents, where I think she's just Jewish. But they just have a fucking mess on their hands. Doesn't matter who they're fucking trying to please, right? It does not fucking matter. Julia Garner, as much as I liked her as an actress and what I've seen her in, this role is going to be a big, big problem. Fans are not on board with this. Fans actively are already pushing back. But this is just more of the fucking same. The fact that these rumors came out months ago, and it got hammered, people hated it, it got destroyed, and yet still, even with all the retooling behind the scenes, This clearly shows that if you thought that Marvel was changing from this female-focused bullshit that they've been doing, clearly that's not going to happen. The MCU is alive. Well, I would say it's alive and well, but it's certainly not well, and it's barely alive at this point.